what they say. See my face in lights, on my name a monkey's found down on Broadway. Even if it ain't all it seems, I got a pocket full of dreams, baby. I'm from New York, concrete jungle where dreams are made of. There's nothing you can't do. Now you're in New York. Big lights will
Jacob!
Every single day, this is what we do. So, Kate, would you like to explain the New York experience happening all around us with the amount of people that are walking around?
New York can be pretty overwhelming. It's got a great energy to it and it pushes you to be more every single day, but it's also really stressful because everybody's always in your way all the freaking time.
And you have to get used to politely telling people to move and to push through, like just then, a second ago.
Yeah.
Good times. So, really cool thing to look for in New York is this big, tall building right here. It's a new skyscraper that they're making on a row that we conveniently call Billionaires Row. The absolute cheapest apartment that you can get inside of it, $2.8 million. So something really cool to think about and to learn is that Central Park behind us, all these giant rocks that they have, this park is 100% man-made. None of these rocks are naturally forming or anything like that. They were actually brought here to give everybody the impression that you're actually up in the Adirondack Mountains, up in the Catskills. So people come here and it's designed to make you feel like you're truly in the woods. Another fun thing is that I can hear a homeless person in the woods next to me screaming. Gotta love New York. So right now, Kate and I are on an adventure to find a relatively cheap horse and carriage ride. We just had, what would you say, a lovely experience with a man who would not leave us alone. It's good times. I politely said no twice, and then he proceeded to follow Kate, who he could tell has a heart of gold. So, Kate, so far, what's been the most incredible experience about New York? Okay, well, I'll talk about one of the most interesting things I've seen so far. Actually happened today. Kate missed it, but we were at a festival and there was a guy on a hoverboard with a giant anaconda live wrapped around his neck. So we're here in Central Park and we've got a couple of questions that some people wanted to ask. So here are a few of our answers.
Central Park Serenade.
Tell us about grocery shopping and how it compares to grocery shopping in the rest of the country.
Sure. So with both of us being from Kentucky, we're used to zipping over to Walmart real quick or Walgreens, CVS, Dollar General store, wherever you'd like to get your stuff, taking about 5 minutes to get there. Here in New York, it's a little bit different. Kate and I are blessed to have two grocery stores very close to our house, so it doesn't take us long to get groceries, but you also have to think about, we have to walk there. Also, everything we get, we have to carry back. So we can't go on like a month-long grocery haul like most people do because then we're not able to carry it all back with us. So, Kate, tell us about your commute to the city, what that's like, any fun experiences on that?
So ideally, you want your commute to be under 45 minutes walking in subway total. Mine is right at 30 minutes. I walk about 5 minutes to the subway and take 25 minutes into the city.
Quick question, Kate. How expensive is New York really?
It's ridiculously expensive. So typically your salary is probably going to be about double here, but your living expenses are probably going to be about triple. So it really doesn't make up for it.
Double compared to what?
Double compared to your rent, your grocery cost. It's going to be about twice as expensive as it is in other places. But if you know where to go, it doesn't have to be. So there's a bakery down the street from our apartment where these really, really good pastries are only like $2, and there's another bakery right beside it that's also really good, and they are 2 or 3 times more expensive than the other pastries. So it's just about knowing where to go and not going to the super touristy mainstream places that are extremely expensive.
Also, speaking of bakeries, we have a lot of bakeries around where we live, and I don't know if you've experienced this or not yet because you've been at work, but every afternoon around 2 or 3 o'clock, our entire street smells like chocolate chip cookies, which is pretty incredible. So, what do you love about New York so far?
It's It's got a lot of great energy, but the best part is the random little moments that you share with strangers. For example, I was in a fast food place getting a burger the other day, and I was watching Friends on my iPhone as I was eating my burger, and I look over and this stranger next to me is sitting beside me watching Friends on my phone with me, and I look up and he's just like, yeah, and we just cracked up and watched the whole episode together.
And then sometimes in New York, you stumble upon random street festivals and you take advantage of that. There's Kate behind me buying a watch necklace thing. What is that, Kate?
I don't know.
She's not paying attention. So we'll look all around. There's all kinds of food around us. We literally just stumbled upon this walking around, which is pretty cool.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
So there's also the fun times when your subway stops randomly close and you're forced to get off in a bad part of town in a neighborhood that you're completely unfamiliar with and wait for a bus. But hey, at least it's getting dark. Just a sneak peek at some things going on. We will do a video all about Central Park here in the near future, and any questions you may have about Central Park, let us know. There's a lot of fun stuff to discover.